you do wind up being governed by someone who's an arsehole and a son of a bitch. The point is, Netanyahu is not popular in Israel, and he's increasingly unpopular here too. A new poll found just 21% of Americans have a favourable view of him. Meanwhile, support for Palestinian statehood is currently at 58% in the US, and just recently a wave of countries, including France, the UK, Canada and Australia, all officially recognised a Palestinian state. In fact, as this map shows, the US is now one of the few countries and the only permanent member of the UN Security Council that doesn't. And sure, Netanyahu might claim that he can easily push America back into supporting him, but I don't know if that's true this time. I think people have seen a little too much at this point. And let me be clear, to attribute the atrocities in Gaza to just one man would be naive. It'd also ignore that while many Israelis vehemently disagree with choices that Netanyahu's made, there's also a fair amount of consensus there when it comes to deeper issues like the inevitability of ongoing Israeli occupation in general and the acceptability of denying self-determination to Palestinians. Those are conversations and issues that are going to take much longer and be much harder to resolve. But in the short term, Israelis removing this fucking guy from power might at the very least bring a stop to the horrific suffering in Gaza and bring the hostages home. The next election there is scheduled to occur by next October, though if Netanyahu's coalition ruptures, it could be earlier. But whenever it happens, to anyone in Israel who thinks, like that woman, that he is just doing his best to protect the country, or that the ends justify the means, that he is somehow the babysitter everybody needs. It is worth asking, just who is Netanyahu really looking out for? Is it the people of Israel who've been put at risk by endless war? Or is it the man who spent 17 years as Prime Minister and seems willing to do whatever it takes to squeeze out a few more? I would argue that it is the second one. And I, for one, am looking forward to the day that Netanyahu is politically done. Because if and when that day finally comes, it truly will be time to break out in words that I'm pretty sure Netanyahu would understand. The roses and the fucking leaves.